Sunday embargo, please, today. So it'll be 10:30 Saturday evening, that embargo. Obviously a show of hands for the mics and a name and organisation for a question, please.
Pep, Richard Graves from Sky Sports News. Good afternoon. First of all, can you give us an update on the status of Aymeric Laporte? What's the severity of the injury and what's his prognosis now?
Hamstring injury, so prognosis will be, I don't know, normally 3 weeks, no, 1 month, more or less.
How big a miss is he going to be over that period?
Well, we try to avoid it, but unfortunately it's happened after 4 or 5 months, and go directly at demanding games sometimes happen.
Looking ahead to Sunday's game, you've got a tremendous record in this competition. It was the first trophy you won as Manchester City manager. How special is this now, or how special has it become for you over the years?
By just knowing how difficult it is to reach the finals. Every time I start a competition, everybody's involved, and when we arrive, so it's because you have done really well in terms of winning games and the mentality every 3 days playing games, so being there again is a great achievement for us, but of course the finals you have to try to win it.
How big could this week be for Manchester City, given the result you got the other night and what potentially lies ahead?
Well, the result the last day is past, is gone, and focus in the final, different competitions and historic team, like they have a Champions League in his history, and I think will be a fantastic game.
Thank you.
Damien Johnson from PLP. Just going back to Aymeric Laporte, we saw his frustration when he was injured in Madrid. He's obviously worked hard to get back to fitness. On a human level, what's your reaction to the fact he's out again?
Yeah, imagine it's tough, but they have to overcome this situation. So life is not easy. So always in this world survive the people who overcome the bad moments. The guys who don't play is you can face it. Okay, I'm going to rebel of that, or complaining. The wall is against me. The injury is the same. So if you think about, oh, I am a lucky guy, you will not improve. It's what it is. Accept it, work harder to come back as soon as possible in the best conditions as possible.
And in the final this Sunday, what kind of a challenge do Villa pose?
We organize a keeper with incredible experience with Pepe Reina, a talent up front, fast players up front, physicality in the middle, especially 3 central defenders, good headers. So it was a good game when we win there, but it's not good to prepare in the final. I would have prepared not to win the way we want in Villa Park, but it's what it is. So yeah, prepare the game tactically, mentally, and knowing that I have an incredible challenge to win. Again, the last 6 domestic titles, win the 6 in a row. So it's a big opportunity to do something special for our club.
Thank you.
Alistair McGann from BBC. I was just wondering, you said the Real Madrid result has gone, but how much confidence did that win give the team going forward into this final?
No, of course it's better. It's much better to go to play a final after a good result in Madrid, but we cannot leave a final thinking how good we were or how good things we were, because it's not done. First of all, always I thought that it's incredibly difficult to win a big clubs, but it's incredible challenge and more difficult to beat them twice. So normally it doesn't happen. In the big clubs they can lose 1 game, but 2, rarely. It's not common. It's not often happened. But it helps. So football, the teams are a state of emotion, and it's better to go to play a final with not just the results, the character or the way we played.
I'm just wondering, obviously there's been a lot of news this week about coronavirus. Just wondered from your perspective and also the players as well, whether you had any concerns about it or whether you'll be changing anything in your preparations at all.
Well, it's a worldwide situation. Hopefully, always I would like when we are informed for the authorities, for the politicians, or for the people as in charge of that, to be serious about the message, they are going to tell us as a citizen. So I think that is the most important thing. I think they are doing in the worldwide as much as possible, to eradicate it, but try to avoid, if it's not necessary, to make a big alarm, for the society. So that's why they have the duty to inform exactly what is the situation, be prevent if we need it, if don't, calm and work and make the normal life for everyone.
And just last of all, obviously there's been a lot going on at Manchester City this season with the UEFA investigation, Premier League investigation. There's a story this week about claims about your emails being hacked. There's coronavirus, talk about your contract. How would you describe this season off the pitch? Has it been a bit unique in that sense?
Well, a little bit, yeah. Always there are many things off the pitch. Managers today, they are sometimes focused more, no more, but quite often. Johan Cruyff told me once the problem with the managers in the big clubs is 70% is issues off the pitch and just 30 or 20 on the pitch. In that time I thought he's crazy. But again, he was true. So most of the times the many circumstances, you have to handle it. So have to handle it as good as possible and be helpful to the club and focus in what we love and we believe we can do it is what happened on the pitch.
Pep, back on the pitch, a lot's been made of what happened tactically against Real Madrid and the changes that you made. How difficult is it then to switch and prepare for a Premier League side like Aston Villa, who will play a very different way?
First of all, I want to say I think you are wrong. You didn't learn. So the line to win or lose is so tight. So.
But the tactical changes you made?
Forget about it. I did many times, it didn't work, it was a disaster, and today it works because for many other reasons, but that doesn't count. So it's still the people doesn't learn that the manager of the team who wins is a genius, and the manager who loses is a disaster. So it doesn't work. Still the people doesn't understand it doesn't work in that way. There are many things the teams would do things and sometimes you don't win because the margin in that competition, knockout, is so tight in the level. So doing the same game, if Sergio Ramos kick the ball and Fernandinho go there, touch here and go out, they score 2 goals, and after that the decisions from Man City would have been a disaster, and the decisions from Zidane was perfect. And it was a little detail that make a difference. What happened for us in the past. 1,000 examples I could explain in the last 3 or 4 years about these knockout stages. We are out for these details and we are in for these details. So that's why it's be calm and know exactly what happened in the game. We know it as a team, as a manager, the players know it. And for the first person in the locker room, not just the locker room, from the last one, we know exactly that is not over. And we know exactly how difficult it will be. For the example I've done, we play with a team with incredible experience, where the player has an incredible personality and the pride to still defend his position. And win once against big teams is so difficult. Win 2 is a massive challenge. But it's in 3 weeks, and before of that we have, of course, Carabao, another final against Sheffield Wednesday, and of course the Premier League continue to finish the second as possible and give confidence to arrive in the finals in that position. But it doesn't work. A lot of times I make a good, what believe substitution to do is the best, and it doesn't work. So no, I don't believe in this kind of things.
But a couple of the decisions you did make for that game, I'm sure you maybe changed for this one. The likes of Silva and Aguero, does that freshen things up, change things, and make things very positive for you going into this game?
Yeah, but if we now win, the people say why Sergio and David didn't play. And with Sergio and David, we could win 2, and we could lose 2. So I take a decision for many reasons. That situation for I don't know. I saw the games and I figured out. I said, okay, with these players maybe suit perfect for the first leg to play is in that positions. But I'm sorry. So I take decisions in my job. So, and I know I exposed to when it's good, it's perfect. When it's not good, all the managers, not myself. So, and Zidane knows it. I know it. So, but the game was so tight. In the good moments we were good, and the other moments they were good. So that is this kind of games. What happened last season against Tottenham? Good moments for them, good moments for us in both legs. Against Monaco the same, even against Liverpool the same. So there are situations who is more clinical in the boxes. At the end, it happened. So, but not because the team who wants the manager take a incredible everything good decisions, and the manager who loses take a bad decisions. I know these words it doesn't mean because it's going to happen forever in that way. But like I have the opportunity to express myself, my opinion, I express that it's everything so more time, more balanced than the people say that it's incredible good things for the winner and bad things for the loser.
Hi, Pep. Did it upset Aguero, Silva and Sterling not to start that match? The sort of game that all the big players want to play
In these three guys, the behavior in the locker room, it was an incredible exception. Specific these three players was exception. I'm so proud about the reaction they had, knowing that they want to play, of course. So I understand completely. But Sergio is incredible, honestly. I never could express my gratitude and my thank you to him to understand me a little bit and help to the team being legend how he is and what he has done for this club is doing, and he will do it. So I need him, we need him, and I know he's ready to help us. So, and David as well, and even John and Alex and Eric didn't was in the bench. So my completely gratitude. I would love to all the players to be like them.
You said it would be something special for this club if you were to win 6 in a row, but it would be something special for any team in English football. Do you think that this Manchester City side over these 3 years, even though you're not going to win the title, should be recognised as one of the greatest we've ever seen in this country?
I'm pretty sure for the Manchester City fans too. City fans, they're going to remember. So we're going to play, after won the Carabao Cup, the first time our title together, we have played 11 competitions since there. If tomorrow we win, it's with 8. 8 for 11 in this level is incredible. And the last 6 domestic, so 6 domestic titles being in race for them and win all of them. If tomorrow we are able to win it at Aston Villa, it's no words to express the gratitude for these players, for the people working together to achieve it. It's so difficult. Honestly, it's so difficult to do it. Maintain, you play, 11 titles and being there, you can able to win. Now we played 10 titles and we won 7, so it's massive, honestly.
You're not one generally to complain about injuries, but you have to believe if you had Laporte all season, if you had Sane all season, Stones isn't injured as often as he is, that you could have been a lot closer to Liverpool this year.
Absolutely. A manager needs the players. Then all the players are fantastic, but as much you have more alternative for rotating, for, to be fresh, to be in one competition a season, you can handle it with 12, 13 good players, and after that, to be involved in 11 competitions, winning maybe 8, you have to be 60, 70 top players. What does it mean? They play 11, so there are 6, 7 top players don't play. But to be in, in all of them, you need a top talent squad. And the managers depend absolutely 100% for the quality for our players. As a human being, first of all, and you have most of the cases that we have, and incredible good talent players. Without that, is no way. We don't have success. The managers, any manager can do it without the talent the players as a human beings, as a professionals.
How important is it for you personally to keep winning trophies, even though you can't win the Premier League this year? How important is it for you to take the club to another level, that you are still ticking off silverware and you're at least going to win something?
When you are in the final, now the moment you realize how difficult it is to arrive there. When you start, arrive there, and the people, when you want in the recent past, a lot of people, it's easy. When the people say you are not going to win the Premier League, so that's happened, guys. That's happened. So we will be fighting in Spain, the league. We will be fighting in Italy, in Germany, and everywhere. So, but Liverpool in Spain will be already champion. Liverpool in France will be champion. In Italy will be already champion. In everywhere will be already champion. Like here, you cannot always you can say you are extraordinary. But the important more of that is that you can know you can play the competition, just trying to be always there, because you have to. After that, the night after Madrid, we were calm, and the day after a little bit. But when we landed here, out of my mind, it was absolutely gone. Madrid, just Aston Villa, and after that, I want to prepare well Sheffield Wednesday, because the cup you will right to quarterfinals. That is the only way. I think the clubs, the institutions, the organizations become strong when every time, every year, you lose games, you lose competitions, but you are there. You have a good average points to be champion in the Premier League. It's not far away from points of Sir Alex Ferguson or Arsene Wenger or the other ones. It's just we have an opponent that is, wow. So nothing to say, nothing to add. Absolutely. Learn for that. They can do it, it's learn of it. They can do it, we can learn, and maybe we can do it too in the future. That is our target, to imitate them. To do it there, but in the other points always we try to be there, and that is good to be in there again. But hopefully the mentality will be the same for the players, and be starving, hungry, and try to, for the club, for ourselves, to win another one.
And can I just check, going back to coronavirus, are you taking any special measures at training?
We shake our hands.
You shake your hands?
Yeah.
Hug?
Sorry?
Hugging and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah,
now?
a lot. I love to hug. Not like Jurgen, he's a master of that, but I try too.
Can I just check on, is Leroy playing with the under-23?
That's good news, yeah. He asked, it's always, part of the training. It's nice, being there, but the distances, the tactics movement, but you feel, in the game. There are many things, few things I don't like about your country. For example, the academy teams cannot play in the strongest leagues, but at the same time, it's an incredible good decision here in England, like the teams, the players for the first team to recover can play for the second one. So that is an incredible decision. I think just happened here, and it's an incredible good decision.
And is it just one match and then he'll be ready to come back up to you?
I don't know. I don't want to put a target line. But after we went to see the game, we went to speak with him. How does he feel? How did he feel to playing today against Arsenal there? But it's a good.
Okay, guys, embargo, please. 10:30 on Saturday evening.